If you want to achieve a very easy everyday eye makeup look like this, then keep watching. But if you still don't get it, then we're having problems. Anyway, so we don't get bored while doing that, especially for my ADHD girls out there, we'll be sipping on some tea from Reddit. So go get your makeup kits, some snacks, and let's get right to the tutorial. Today's story is my mother-in-law refuses to let me marry her son unless I wear a prehistoric wedding dress, and my fiancé is on her side, so I'm leaving him, and now mama's boy can marry his mother. That's a mouthful. Okay, so I'm 26 years old and my fiancé is 27 years old. We got engaged in February this year and we're planning our wedding for March 2025 on the anniversary of the day we first met. We began planning the wedding in May of this year, and the theme is light blue and white. It's important to note that my fiancé is an only child. A couple of weeks ago, I was shopping for wedding dresses with my mom and sister when I found a lovely dress that only needed a little tailoring to fit me. When I sent photos to my fiancé, he thought it was beautiful too. Okay, now here is the problem. My future mother-in-law was with my fiancé at our house, and he showed her the dress. She called me, but I ignored her since I was still with my mom and sister. When I got to our house, my future mother-in-law was waiting for me. As soon as I walked through the door, she immediately got up from the couch and accused me of lying, claiming I had promised to wear her dress. By the way, I never had. This was such an out-of-the-blue reaction from my future mother-in-law, as we normally get along really well. I told her that I had never promised her anything, but she yelled at me, calling me a liar and saying I didn't deserve her son. I was taken aback that I just walked away. I have done so much to make sure this woman likes me, and now she doesn't because I don't want to wear her wedding dress that went out of style like 50 years ago. Alright. Once I had stormed off to my room, my fiancé joined me after sending his mother back to her house. He asked what had happened and I explained my side of the story, how I was suddenly accused of all these lies I never told. He then explained his mom's side of things, which was that apparently when I first started dating my fiancé, my future mother-in-law had shown me her wedding dress and I had said I would love to get married in it. Well, backstory. I started dating my fiancé 5 years ago. I honestly don't remember ever saying that, but it was so long ago that I might have. Still, I don't think I would have, as the dress isn't the prettiest. Anyway, the next day I woke up to messages from my future mother-in-law saying that I'm such a liar and her son shouldn't marry a liar. To be honest, I teared up as I read those messages because I had tried so hard to be liked by her, and I thought I was. I told my fiancé about the messages and he said she's probably just hurt that I did not want to wear her dress. But it's my wedding. Why can't I wear what I want? Anyway, I later sat my fiancé down and talked to him about my future mother-in-law. When he finally gave me the time to actually talk, I mentioned how I wanted to wear my own dress to my wedding, and he once again brought up how it was also for our parents. Like, what the F? I calmly explained that it was a union between us, not our parents, and unless his mom wanted to pay for our entire wedding, it was our wedding. Then I mentioned how he originally thought the dress I wanted was beautiful and that he only changed his mind when his mom raised the issue. He admitted that he only said it was beautiful because he thought that's what I wanted to hear, and he actually found it ugly. What? Okay. I didn't react to that comment and instead suggested that he wears something else of his mom's. He completely shut down that idea, saying his mom offered the dress and I couldn't take something else if she hadn't offered it. He added that I should be grateful she offered a dress. I agreed. I was angry and asked him, "Am I marrying you or your mother?" Great question. When I asked him this, he yelled saying that what his mom was asking for wasn't a big deal and that I was blowing it out of proportion. After I said I was making a big deal out of my wedding dress, I stormed out and called my mom to explain the whole situation. When I went downstairs, he was gone and he texted me that he was going to stay with his mom until I come to my senses. I am now rethinking my whole relationship because I can't marry him because I am also marrying his mother. I later talked to my mom and she said my fiancé is acting weird and immature. Yesterday, my fiancé's mom called me saying that we needed to talk and I agreed. She started by saying that I was going back on a promise and that she was hurt by it. I never got the chance to defend myself before she said she was willing to move past it if I wore her dress. I completely shut down that idea and expressed that it was my day and I want to wear what I want. I then offered to wear something else of hers if she wanted that. She didn't. She wanted me to wear her dress. I tried again to explain that I wasn't comfortable wearing a dress, that I never promised to wear it, and that it might have been one of my fiance's ex-girlfriends. Still, she didn't accept this and blew up on me over the phone, calling me a liar, unworthy, and a witch. I hung up on her and blocked her number. Then my fiancé texted me saying it wasn't fair to yell at his mother about the dress and that I was acting immature when she was the one who blew up at me. I texted my fiancé to meet me at our house to talk things out. He refused, saying he would come the next day. I talked with my fiancé the next day about his childish behavior and how I was angry at both him and his mother for trying to pressure me into wearing the dress. He tried to respond, but I quickly cut him off, continuing to say that it was no longer just about the dress, it was about how he took his mother's side over mine. Of course, he wasn't happy with this and said he was only taking the side that was right. I disagreed and pointed out that the dress is a huge part of a wedding and I wouldn't wear something that I was not comfortable with. I also reiterated that he should be backing me, not his mother, if we were to get married. He got super pissed off when I said if instead of when. He started yelling that I was going to cancel our wedding over his stupid dress and that this must all be some kind of joke. I stood my ground and told him that this whole situation has made me question whether I want to marry him. Surprise, surprise, he tried to storm out again. I followed him and told him that he had to talk to me or I would end things. He whipped around and slapped me. Huh? I stood there in shock as he slammed the front door and ran back to his mommy. Safe to say, I am not marrying this man and I am texting him just that. The next morning, I went to the police station and filed a restraining order, which will soon be taken to court. I have taken photos of the mark on my cheek from when he slapped me and also have video footage of him coming to and leaving my house. Hopefully everything goes well and I can finally leave him and his crazy mom behind. I have decided to use the venue to host an early birthday party for myself. I am also going to take the honeymoon trip with my sister. I unblocked him and his mom, though I quickly had to mute them after his mom blew up my phone. I texted my ex-fiancé, calling things off and telling him he's a jerk. He replied by saying he's sorry, etc., and bombarded my phone with messages asking me to forgive him. Girl, please keep him blocked, cause nah. But on a serious note, when will some parents realize that the wedding day is for the couples and is not theirs? Because why is she insisting on the lady wearing her wedding dress? I do understand that future mother-in-laws do gift their wedding dresses to their daughter-in-laws, as moms gift their wedding dresses to their daughters. And it is a beautiful gesture. However, it should not be imposed on the bride. It is up to the bride to accept such a gift. I mean, I can love the sentimental value and beauty that comes with my mom's or future mother-in-law's dress, but it just might not be what I resonate with or want to wear on my wedding day. So when the mother-in-law began to make a fit out of the situation while cursing the lady, then it went from a beautiful gesture to someone who seems to be obsessed with her son's life and wedding. Now I'm left asking if she is daydreaming of being in her future daughter-in-law's place. I mean, is she fantasizing about marrying her son? because it starts to feel like she is threatened by a daughter-in-law, and she only wants the daughter-in-law to marry her son as long as the lady is malleable and can bend to her wishes. And as long as she revered the mother-in-law as the first wife in the relationship, while in turn knowing her place in her son's life. So to me, the lady obviously dodged the bullet, because if the future mother-in-law had gotten away with this, the lady would never have a say in the marriage. And the son is no better at all. Firstly, being committed to someone also means you have their back in certain situations, and it's both of you against the world and even family if it's justified. And yes, there are instances where one has to compromise, but this just wasn't the case. So I do understand that, if truly the bride had said she would love to wear his mom's dress and then she no longer wanted to wear a dress, it was okay for the mom to feel bad about that, and it would make sense for the bride to apologize to his mom for that. But then the whole situation was escalated. While the mom kept insisting and throwing a fit, the son told his bride that he didn't like the dress that his woman chose for her wedding day and that it was ugly. Nah, that is just ridiculous. And then when he slapped her, the audacity. I was like, you aren't just a mommy's boy but an abuser too. Like, girl, that was just the beginning of an emotionally and physically abusive relationship. And as I said earlier, you truly did dodge a bullet. It was for your own good that you called it off on time before it was too late. So I do wish you the very best in life. It is okay to start afresh sometimes, even though it hurts. Anyway, beauties, that's all on today's story. I'll be fixing my lashes and my lips off camera. A tutorial on my lip combo is already up on my channel, and I will link it in the description below. Alright, I'm back. If you have any questions about the tutorial or comments on the story, don't forget to leave your comments below and subscribe to my channel. See you next week. Bye.